Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with Mildred. Right. Hi, Mildred. Yeah, say hello. This is keeping me calm because I'm here with another partial rant. It's happening again, folks. I know that, since I did my original rant about pronunciation, that was like way when I started. That was years ago. And so we have tens of thousands of more subscribers. Thank you very much. I'm totally honored and thrilled and delighted. Some of whom are relentless pedants. And I hate pedantry. Oh, I hate pedantry. And so does Mildred. Don't you, dear? See, she can't even be bothered to wake up for it. Pedantry sucks. So does sanctimony and all these other dreadful qualities that pop up in the comments. So I'm here to do a mini rant. If you want to see the first original rant, yes, you were interested in that, weren't you? That was cool, huh? About pronunciation. You can look at that video. But this is a new rant about pronunciation. Here's the bottom line. I don't want to hear it. Never correct my pronunciation. I don't need an elocution lesson from any of you. I don't care if you can speak perfect Sanskrit. I don't care if you know Hungarian or Lepidemanian or Rosicrucian or whatever language you grew up speaking, and so you think you're better than the rest of us because you can pronounce these ridiculous tortured words, and I can't. Good for you. I don't give a damn. That's the bottom line. And I do not want to hear it. You go out there and try and pronounce 100 million names in a zillion different languages exactly the way as they would be pronounced in their native country, assuming you're right. I got news for you. A lot of you aren't. You absolutely aren't. We had a huge set to, a couple of years ago, about Charles Coquelin, with all of you people saying, it's Kirchelin. No, it's Coquelin. No, it's this. I was right, as it turned out. I was right, and that was it. What matters is that you know who I'm talking about. I do the best I can. We all do the best we can. But I have an accent. I pronounce things with an American accent. I love my American accent. I don't mind when people have French accents. I don't mind when people have British accents. You have no idea what Hurwitz turns into in various languages. In Russian, it's Gorvich. In French, it's Hurwitz. In German, it's Hurwitz, but usually Horvitz, because most people ignore the fact that there's a U there and not an O. And you know what? I don't care. I know they're addressing me. As long as they're addressing me kindly, you respond similarly. And so, as I've said before, when it comes to these things, if you correct my pronunciation in the comments section, I will ban you forever from commenting. And I've just done that for a couple of people over really stupid things. Things that really did not need to be commented on. I'll tell you what one of them was. It was Antal Dorati. I got a comment. No, it's Dorati. It's supposed to be Dorati. It's not Dorati. Well, I got news for you. I have been around this business for 60 years, and I have never heard him pronounced Dorothy. He has always been pronounced Dorati. He was pronounced Dorati by Wilma Cozart Fine, who was his assistant and recorded him for Mercury Living Presence, and who I knew quite well, and who he spoke about Antal Dorati constantly, and no one ever had an issue with it, and neither did Antal Dorati. So I don't need a lesson in Hungarian pronunciation. I really don't. I took great pains to learn how to pronounce Ferenc Fricsay correctly. And I did, because I felt that, I should do that. And where I can do it, I do it. But where I don't, it's the either commonly accepted pronunciation of a name or one which sounds reasonable to me, because there's no way I'm going to figure it out. You go on Google and you can sometimes get one of those programs that'll tell you how to pronounce a name. And I do that too sometimes. We all do it. But I am not interested in your pedantry, your sanctimony, your corrections, or any of that crap. And it will be dealt with. It will be dealt with harshly. So be forewarned. No more of this BS. I'm telling you now. Once in a while, I think we have to do this. We have to get the rules straight. The other thing I would ask, this has nothing to do with pronunciation, is when you make comments, if English is your first language, If it's not your first language, you get a free pass. I'm not interested. It's okay. Do whatever you want to do. I get it. I just appreciate the fact that you try. But if English is your first language, do try to be grammatical and punctuate. I do not like sentence fragments. I don't like, the reason is not because I'm being pedantic and sanctimonious. The reason is because these comments I take very seriously, and I regard them as part of the overall discussion of the works in question and the videos in question, and I want to keep the best ones so people will read them. And if they're just gobbledygook with no capitalization and punctuation or sentence fragments and things, they're unreadable. And so it wastes my time and I have to just delete them. And I don't want to do that, especially if you have important things to say and valuable things to add to the conversation. So, today, of course, we all know with the texty things, and especially young people, young people, you don't think it's important to spell or punctuate or do any of those things, but it is. It really does matter. Remember, it reflects on you. Now, you don't want to come across as an unlettered slob, do you? Really? Seriously? So there you go. That's my bit of pedantry and sanctimony, and I apologize for that. I don't want to be a hypocrite about it, but I do want to have a testimonial, memorial, eternally existing product here that will really enlighten and engage and educate people. And I want people to read the comments. I want people to know what you have to say. And I don't want to edit it. I don't want to rewrite it. I mean, I spent years as an editor rewriting everybody's stuff at Classics Today. I'm still doing it on Classics Today. Fortunately, my partner, David Vernier, was a superb editor, is handling most of that obligation right now as I do these things. And I do reviews and other things. And he does the tough work, frankly. But, think about that. Think about how you're presenting yourself to the universe at large. I think it matters. It should matter to you. So that's it. That's this rant. You've got the whole picture, particularly about pronunciation and things like that. Just don't go there. You're wasting your time. You really are. And it's not going to turn out well for you. I guarantee it. So keep on listening, friends. Thank you for joining me. Take care.